Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, right back to Hall. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Stafford. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Stafford looks to throw again. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Down the sideline he goes. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. A little juke. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Play action. It's Fields. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 31 yards. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 21-0 our score after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11 as they've got it as we resume action. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit out a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, L.A. Zach Evans, 49 yards. And the Rams get a bit closer.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
On first down, Stafford here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Tyler Johnson finding a way to get the feet down. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Crosby connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Down the left sideline. Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Gallup, 74 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
On first down at Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 84 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On the give, here's McBride. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he's across midfield to the 48. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, here's Stafford. Oh, that'll be caught by Cup. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stafford now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McBride.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, there's Atwell to make a nice catch.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And that pass finds Cup along the sideline.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing again is Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Give to Hall running right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Foreman fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. The Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. They'll run here with Mason. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Mason. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. A quick pass to Cup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safety.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Straight ahead is Hall.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here is 3rd down and 4. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Rams getting set to go now. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Stafford's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's across midfield. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That pass complete to Moore. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 2nd down and 4. Hall again. And he's brought down. 81 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
men down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.